restrooms at Mission Bay are shutting down. I'll tell you which ones and why.
Closing arguments for the Larry Millette murder trial are scheduled for tomorrow. However, the prosecution left a hearing held today looking pretty frustrated. I'll explain.
Pets lost over the 4th of July weekend are waiting for their owners to reclaim them. We'll show you how to find your lost dog and or what to do if you find a stray.
It is nesting season on the San Diego Bay National Wildlife Refuge, and these birds, the elegant terns, you won't believe how many are calling this home and nesting here.
Tomatoes are the crop of the summer. How your purchase can help Coastal Roots Farm and hungry families.
We begin tonight with breaking news out of North County, where a fast-moving fire on the grounds of Camp Pendleton is growing and forcing multiple evacuations. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
And I'm Anna Laurel. The fire is happening in a training area on base. It's now grown to more than 900 acres, and authorities tell us some buildings on base are threatened, and that prompted some evacuation orders. Right now, we don't know how many people or buildings are impacted.
All the smoke from the fire is prompting air quality concerns. If you suffer from respiratory issues and live in North County, you might want to consider staying indoors until the smoke clears. We're working to get more details on that fire, how quickly it's growing, how it started. We'll bring you an update as soon as we get one. Meantime, crews quickly put out a fire that briefly threatened buildings in San Marcos today. This one broke out around 1 along North Twin Oaks Valley Road, north of State Route 78. It burned about 3 acres. No damage or injuries were reported.
And right now, a suspected arsonist is in custody after a series of brush fires shut down part of State Route 54 today. Police say multiple fires broke out along westbound 54 near the 5, spreading to both sides of the freeway and forcing major closures. Crews diverted traffic as they battled the flames. Investigators say a woman is detained and will face charges if they confirm she set the fires. We'll have the very latest details on these stories posted on our website at CBS8.com. You can also follow us on social media or download our free CBS 8 app.
The next time you visit Mission Bay, you'll have to walk further to find an open restroom. Starting today, the city of San Diego is starting the process of shutting down nearly half of all public restrooms around the bay.
News 8's Shannon Handy tells us which ones and explains why they're closing.
The city waited until after the 4th of July holiday to implement these closures. In all, 13 restrooms will be shut down. It's a cost-saving move. But a lot of people I spoke with say that doesn't justify the impact these closures will have.
Whether you're spending the day on the water or just passing through, visitors say restrooms are a necessity at Mission Bay Park.
It's so unfortunate because we come out here all the time in the summer. We just want to be in the water and enjoy our beautiful city. So to have these bathrooms being shut down, it's just really restricting where we can go.
I just think that they should be looking at other options.
Starting today, the city began the process of closing 13 of the 28 public restrooms surrounding Mission Bay, citing budget constraints. The restrooms marked in red are among those impacted, including El Carmel, De Anza South, Tecolote North, and Vacation Isle West. The city is also removing 7 of the 14 portable restrooms on Fiesta Island. Officials say the closures will save about $546,000, most of it in cleaning and maintenance costs.
Let's be honest, the relative cost of keeping a restroom open in the scheme of a city budget is very small.
Bradley Schnell owns a business nearby and founded the Mission Bay Park Conservancy, a new nonprofit focused on preserving and improving the park. He says the group is ready to partner with the city to keep the restrooms open. According to Schnell, community members have already offered donations to help cover the cost.
We need approval in order to be able to do these things, and so our goal right now is to engage with the city, work with them, and find ways to collaborate and be a support for these operational challenges they have.
With summer crowds filling the park, Schnell hopes a solution can be found quickly.
There's one thing that is truly non-political when it comes to things that people care about, and that's having access to restrooms. When you need one, it should be there, and the community and the city really needs to be providing those in Mission Bay Park. And if they can't, then that's what the Conservancy will do.
The city says the closure process is already underway, and most of the restrooms should be shut down within the next few days. For now, there's no timeline for when they might reopen. The budget also cut $750,000 from the city's Homelessness Strategies and Solutions Department by eliminating portable restrooms and related security services at 4 downtown locations.
For a full list of closures, as well as which ones will remain open, just log on to CBS8.com. Reporting from Mission Bay, I'm Shannon Handy for News 8.
Thanks, Shannon. Tonight we're learning the Otay Mesa Detention Center is being sold to the federal government.
The nearly 2,000-bed facility sold for about $740 million. Private prison company CoreCivic owned the facility and says the Department of Homeland Security completed the purchase last week. It's part of a $1.5 billion deal that also includes a facility in Kern County. The Otay Mesa site has been at the center of multiple protests for alleged abusive conditions and for denying entry to lawmakers. CoreCivic says it expects to keep running the Otay Mesa facility under its existing contract with ICE through at least 2029. We'll have more on what this transaction means for San Diego coming up tonight at 9 and 11. The Larry Millette murder trial just one step away from the jury. After a closed-door hearing on jury instructions today, the deputy district attorney walked out of court appearing visibly frustrated.
As News 8's Kelly Hessedall reports, this was an off-the-record hearing that the media and courtroom observers were not allowed to listen in on.
Well, initially we were told we could go to this hearing, and so we all showed up today, and then we were told no, it's actually going to be a closed-door hearing, so we didn't get to hear exactly what went on, but I can tell you the prosecution left looking stressed and frustrated. The defense told reporters that the judge hasn't yet decided on which charges the jury can consider, and that we'll all find out tomorrow morning. Deputy District Attorney Christy Bowles exiting the South Bay Courthouse today after appearing visibly frustrated, leaving an hour-long hearing with the judge on jury instructions in the Larry Millette murder trial. Legal expert Brian Watkins.
Jury instructions are huge because in a case like this, whether the jury could consider murder 1, murder 2, or manslaughter is huge. The difference in punishments for those crimes is 10 years at a minimum. This is a very unique situation. I'm sure the prosecution is mad that the judge is even considering second-degree murder or manslaughter jury instructions. I'm sure the prosecution's belief is this is a no-brainer. This is a first-degree murder. He killed his wife because he was jealous and didn't want her to leave him. And the defense is, hoping that the jury will weigh lesser included options because without those options, it's all or nothing.
However, Watkins says it doesn't appear the defense put out any evidence suggesting second-degree murder or manslaughter.
There's only 2 defenses to murder. I didn't do it, wasn't me, or I did it because. Those are the only 2 defenses to murder. In this case, the defense has been, it wasn't me. In order to be convicted of manslaughter or even second-degree murder, you have to admit that you did it. But I did it in the heat of passion. Therefore, you get murder 2. Or I did it manslaughter. I did these actions, but I didn't mean to kill the guy. That's manslaughter.
He says during closing arguments, both sides will stick with the theme they've been presenting throughout this trial. Then the case will be handed over to the jury.
I'm sure the defense already has their closing in mind. I mean, they presented their case with their closing in mind. They know what their theme is, how they're consistently sticking with their theme, and how the evidence supports their themes. The prosecution has its theme also, and it's going to stick with its theme. It's not going to let jury instructions take them off their theme, and their theme is he murdered her because he was a jealous husband.
And so tomorrow morning, the judge will go on the record at 9 a.m. and talk about jury instructions. Then they'll bring the jury in. They'll have jury instructions as well as closing arguments. So I will be here at the courthouse. I'll be covering it all, and I'll let you know what happens. Kelly Hessedall, News 8.
All right, Kelly, thank you. No cameras have been allowed in the courtroom, but we have experienced reporters there every day of the trial. You can stay up to date with the latest developments online and on the go with our free CBS 8 streaming app.
The 4th of July is one of the busiest times of year for animal shelters as fireworks send many pets running from home. News 8's Alex Lai shows us one emotional reunion and what to do if you find a lost animal.
The Humane Society is usually closed Mondays, but today the admissions intake team is fully staffed, hoping to see reunions between owners and pets lost over the 4th of July weekend.
Oh, come here.
It's a happy reunion for Sean Flack, who finally has his dog Reese's back in his arms.
Baby, I can't explain it, honestly. I'm so happy to have her back.
Reese's ran away from home on the 4th of July.
So my front gate was broken recently, so I think that's what happened. It's not able to close.
Someone brought her to the San Diego Humane Society, where Sean found her on the shelter's online list of stray pets.
Thank you so much, for bringing her in. I really appreciate you. And it's just good to have her back. So thank you so much.
Since the 4th of July, more than 140 lost pets have been brought to the Humane Society campuses. So far, just 33 have been reclaimed. Many of those animals are brought in by Good Samaritans, like Daniela.
I've known her for like 20 minutes, and I'm just sorry.
She found Pom Pom while walking her own dog this morning.
This is someone's dog, and I really hope they reunite. And I go ahead and get her weighed.
During an intake exam, staff found Pom Pom had a microchip.
So from her microchip, the Lost and Found team is going to go ahead and trace a microchip, hopefully make some contact, and hopefully get her reclaimed.
But the Humane Society says the best thing to do if you find a stray animal is to look for the owner yourself.
The shelters are full, and the shelters are a very stressful environment for the animals. So if you have the time and resources, post about that animal in your social media groups, Nextdoor, Facebook, Paw Boost.
Right now, the San Diego campus is operating at 183% capacity for dogs, with 3 warehouses filled with emergency kennels. Through Tuesday, the Humane Society is waiving all reclaim fees to help more pets make it home. Last year, only about 1 in 3 stray pets brought in during the holiday period were reunited with their owners.
I love you. Hopefully more people come to get their animals and check here.
You can find the website showing stray pets in care at CBS8.com. Just click on the online version of this story. Alex Lai, News 8.
Hope they all get home. We know they all won't get home, but you hope as many as possible do.
They're wanting to get home, you can tell.
The San Diego Food Bank is beginning phase 2 of its summer food drive, and the need is urgent.
With kids out of school and missing daily meals they get there, the food bank is serving nearly 400,000 people every month. Donation barrels are set up right now at select Albertsons, Vons, and Pavilions across the county. You can also run your own virtual food drive online. We've got all the details on how you can help posted on our website at CBS8.com.
San Diegans are being hit with what's being called funflation.
We'll have those details still ahead. Plus, a state bill to open access to housing across California dies in committee. We'll explain what it means for you.
And cleanup now underway after the San Diego County Fair comes to an end. We break down the numbers from its 20-day run after this.